Hello and welcome viewers. I am Hiral Dadia. We have with us Kunal Shah, Head Commodities Research at Nirmal joining in. Kunal, a very good evening and welcome to the show. My first question coming to you is especially with regards to where crude goes. Now, clearly there is some bit of an impact that we are seeing on the back of the US-China trade tensions. What's the sense that you're picking up? Do you think that's the only reason why we've seen crude continue slip?
First of all, I would like to talk about the MCX crude oil contract here in India. So basically, the exchanges have come up with two circulars, and
Okay.
we are still awaiting more clarification. So I have been getting many questions from phone calls from the morning that when the crude oil trading will start. A lot of clients are asking. So in order to answer them, we have to tell them that the exchange has come up with two circulars. Still there is a clarity, and I think one more circular will come day after tomorrow or today. Sorry, tomorrow or today. So once that comes, we'll have a clarity when we will start allowing clients to trade in crude oil. But till then, avoid it. Now coming to your main question regarding oil prices have dropped today again. Well, there is a complete risk of going on globally. Why? So we already had a problem of coronavirus resulting into lower growth, but now US is talking about applying new sanction on China.
Hmm.
Because what had happened in the month of December, when China and US had a trade deal, at that time it was decided that China will buy a lot of goods from US. But because of this pandemic, they are not buying. So now what US is saying that if you are not buying goods from US, then US will again start imposing duties and tariffs on you. So already we had a problem of coronavirus, and it's not abating right now. And now we have a new problem. So that is US China trade war escalating. So that is the one of the main reason why oil prices have again dipped today. But like I have explained, from the month of May, the production cut will take place. So I am assuming that that negative price or the zero, the probability of that taking place is relatively less as compared to what it was earlier, because we are going to see a 10 million barrels production cut by 10th of May.
Hmm.
So that things are relatively better. So the markets will take time to adjust it. So now coming to the main point, whether crude oil, when there will be permission, whether we should buy it or not, I would say still wait for a few days and let the market stabilize. Let there be a clarity that the lockdown is getting relaxed in Europe. It is likely to get relaxed in US also in some parts. Like in India, we have red zone, green zone. Similarly, they have not designated zones, but the place where there is relatively lesser cases, they will open that area in US also. So things are started to stabilize, but now there is a new problem. So whenever there was a trade war problem, metals upfront and the industrial commodity generally don't do well. So from today morning, all the commodity producing countries
Hmm.
and the commodity producer, the metal stocks and everything is basically down because of the trade war concerns, which is again resurfaced. So for the evening session, we are recommending to remain short in base metals, and
Hmm.
we believe that commodities like copper is likely to remain under pressure. 396, 397, good levels to go short. Place a stop loss above 400 rupees and expect prices to test 392 to 390 during evening session. So that is one clear trade emerging out of all this. Second trade, which is emerging out of the current scenario, is obviously gold. 45,600, 700, good levels to go long. One can expect gold to test 46,000 to 46,050 during evening session.
Correct.
And stop loss also should be placed for the same trade around 45,450. So what basically we are expecting is 300, 400 rupees upside and perhaps more, because there is a risk of trade going on. The Indian rupee has weakened, and if there is no solution, then it can weaken further. There is no positive statement coming out of any, no economic data is showing positive.
Hmm.
So I think today is the day where you can see some pullback in gold and silver. our technical team has come up with a level 41,700 is the level. Once it trades above it, I think one should go long after that. So once the gold starts moving up, even silver should follow. But
Correct.
I'm not expecting immediate shooting up of gold silver. The long term view,
Right.
I'm saying is very bullish, but in near term it is going to remain moderately bullish.
Right. So, Kunal, is it right to say that we are still likely in the early stages of this bull run if you have to talk about gold? Because the Fed is expanding its monetary base, and this is a constructive development for gold. Plus, if you talk about the debt burden with regards to US is also a favorable catalyst. Low interest rates, amplified inflation, these are all constructive factors that could actually support gold. So, could we take these as the base to expect a substantially higher gold price going forward?
Yes. So for the people who are investors, who are investing in physical bar or who are taking delivery from the exchange platform, they should not worry even if they are buying gold at 45 or 43. They should
Hmm.
not worry because the trajectory of gold is definitely going to be very bullish. So I was reading articles about what happened in the Spanish flu on the weekend. So when the first wave took place of flu in 1918, at that time there was a lockdown like this, similar lockdown across the world. But once the lockdown was eased, at that time the cases shot up and even exceeded the first round. So I think that we are not out of the woods, and as far as the economic impact of this, it is more scarier than the Spanish flu. So expect a lot of firework from gold in future. Corrections will also keep coming in
Correct.
when the India's lockdown is being lifted up gradually. At that time, people who have gold and doesn't have jobs, or so people will rush into the physical market to sell gold. So at that time, gold will correct a bit, tad lower, but that will be the great opportunity for going long in gold again for the upside target of 1800 first, second, $2,000 on CME, and on India 48 to 49 first, and then 52. So this is what long-term horizon for gold is.
Right, Kunal, we have a question coming in wherein the client wants to buy crude for long. What's your view?
So very clear answer to Mr. Rakesh. See, Rakesh, the overall view for crude oil, 1.5 months down the line, it will be up. And you have to buy June contract. Whenever Nirmal Bank gives you the permission to go long in crude oil, at that time, right now, we are waiting for the more clarification from the exchange regarding the negative price mechanism. But my view is that long terms 1500 to 1400 for the June contract is a buying zone. I am confident that in the month of June you will be able to sell at 1800 1900 rupees. So if you have slightly longer horizon, start accumulating around 1500 levels till 1400 to 1350, and then you will get in the month of June a good price, maybe perhaps around 1750 to 1800.
Right, another question, Kunal, is coming in from Amir Mohammed. He's asking for a short strategy for gold right now.
Hi Amir. For the day, I'm expecting it to go up and test 46,000, 46,050. So these are the levels where you can again start to make short position with the
Hmm.
very strict loss of stop loss of 46 to 80. And you can again expect prices to come down to levels of 45,500 to 400. But like last week, I had been constantly recommending to go short in gold. But this week, there has been a complete risk off. So when I say risk off is there is a sell off in equity, there is a sell off in emerging market currency, there is a sell off. So when there is an uncertainty, why you want to sell gold for the intraday trading also? So even if you want to sell, you sell at the higher levels, and that levels should be around 46,000 to 46,050, and stop loss should be kept at 46,280.
Right, and another question coming in is for your view with regards to nickel.
Yeah, so nickel prices shot up after Indonesia announced that they are going to have a more ban in the production, and the production loss could be as high as 4 to 5 lakh ton. And after that news, we saw nickel moving up from 870 to 950, 960.
Hmm.
Now at 905, 910 rupees, I believe that because of the risk of trade, number one. Number two, China trade war escalating. And number three, Europe's demand. So after China, nickel's second largest consumption is from Europe. So I think 910, 915 good levels to go short for the trading, and expect prices to test levels of 890 and put a very strict stop loss of 928. So overall view for nickel is not very bearish, but since there is a sell off going on, you will see nickel prices going down.
Right, so you could see nickel prices going down as well. Any more questions we're happy to take? We have another 2 minutes where the webinar will be open, so you can still send in your questions right now. But I hope at least with regards to crude, gold, as well as nickel, your queries have been answered. Any other follow-ups you could still take right away with Kunal Shah, who is available on the webinar.
I think there is one more question.
Yes, another one coming in is from Rahul Shukla again. He's asking what a vibe in silver long in short term. What is a view in silver long in the short term?
Hi Rahul. Silver, I'll tell you, the gold and silver ratio in the history of financial market, we've not seen this kind of aberration where silver is continuously underperforming because of the sluggish industrial demand. I think not in a short term, I'm not expecting any sharp pullback because of this trade war. Remember, when in 2019 trade war was announced, at that time gold and silver hit a lower circuit at that point of view. So initially, but after that it shot up. So now, if Trump is announcing another round of trade war, okay, so silver in line with the industrial metals can go down to the level of 39,600 to 40,000. So I'm not recommending to short term. I'm not aggressively recommending. Yes, if you are buying above 41,700, you will get levels of 42,250 to 300.
Right, I hope that question is answered as well. Another question coming in from Darshan, where he's asking that zinc, if he wants to sell 4 to 5 months, what would you recommend?
Okay, so after copper, the second commodity which has seen the most production cut in last month is zinc. So we've seen a significant amount of production cut taking place, and zinc prices because of that we've seen a recovery. But now again with this trade war, even zinc is likely to suffer. So on one hand, the metal production and the China's local manufacturing activities gathering steam, but on the other hand, the external demand. So, for example, China is producing ABC manufacturing product, but the demand for these products are not there in the international market. The internationally, in Europe, in Japan, in China, in Russia, in Iran, like everywhere, there is a major concern because of coronavirus. So, I think in near term it will remain under pressure, and I'm expecting another 3 to 5% downside in zinc. So Darshan, you can remain short, but in this kind of market, I'm not able to give a 3 to 4 months view because the dynamics change. So short term view, my view is you are going to see 3 to 5% downside even from present levels. Not very bearish. I'm not giving very bearish view because the production cut are started to take place and they are very steep.
Right. I hope that view is cleared as well, especially with regards to where zinc goes. I think we've answered all the queries that have come in so far. Kunal, we'll end this session here. Thank you for joining in as well, and thank you for joining or answering all the queries. We should be back tomorrow at the same time. We will send you the updates soon. Thank you all.